How do guys, how are you? Hope you're all safe and well. Welcome to a cold and frosty morning in sunny Blackpool. I know what you're thinking, Dave, it's not really sunny Blackpool, is it? Well, have a look at this. So there's the Pleasure Beach, obviously closed. But look, there's the sun. It really is sunny Blackpool. But it is cold and it is frosty. But it's nice to see a bit of winter sun. So I just thought we'd have a quick walk along the seafront. And I'll tell you why. So there's the sandcastle. It is open in the off season in Blackpool. In fact, there was people queuing outside it this morning to get in. You'll have to check the website for dates and times and prices. But that's the place to be on a day like today. I think it's -1 at the moment, the temperature. And the reason I'm going to have a quick walk down the front and have a look at the sea is I'm still amazed. I'm still amazed that I live in Blackpool. I'm still amazed that all this is on my doorstep. And it's literally 2 minutes from my front door. So I'm still in tourist mode. As a lot of you out there know, I'm fairly new to Blackpool. Lived here for around about 10 or 11 months now. And it was a good move. I moved from Oldham. Had a pub in Oldham for almost 20 years. And it was a great time and it was a great experience in Oldham. Born in Newton Heath in Manchester. Lived in Moston and Harpurhey and Blakely for a lot of my younger years. And now I've ended up in Blackpool. In my twilight years. Makes me sound like a golden girl, doesn't it? Let me show you this shot of the Pleasure Beach. And again, I know it's not open. I know I can't go on anything. But look at that. This is literally on my doorstep. Walking wise, it takes me around about 5 minutes to get to the Pleasure Beach. And therefore, the seafront from my front door. In a car, I can be here in 2 minutes. And all this is on my doorstep. So how lucky am I? I'm really lucky. I wouldn't rather be anywhere else, I'll be honest with you. This is great. I know Blackpool's got its derisers, but that was another reason why I started the channel. The main reason was I was diagnosed with Parkinson's, needed something to keep me mentally active. That's why I started the channel, but also I got a bit sick seeing YouTube videos. Calling Blackpool, calling it Crackpool. Going to some really run-down streets and run-down areas. But let me tell you now, and I've said this before in a few videos, look at that. Look at that in the morning. I can walk up there every morning if I want. Well, not if the season, obviously. People out there with the dogs, just enjoying life. Yeah, I got a bit fed up of seeing people calling Blackpool. So I thought, well, I'll start my little channel. Hopefully, keep my mental health up. And on the days that I'm well enough to go out, because there is many, many days that I can't go out and that I'm not well enough, and I do spend quite a lot of time in bed. Not because I'm lazy, just because my body doesn't work like everybody else's. So I thought if I can do a little bit, just a little bit, if a couple of people might see my videos, and they might think, oh, let's go to Blackpool, not only in the summer, because it is a great place to be in the summer, but there's also lots to do here in the winter. And I'm going to highlight some of the things to do in some of the videos coming up over the next few weeks and months. In the close season, shall we say. So the illuminations have finished. Christmas by the Sea's packed up. Gone back to Lapland. So it is the down season. A lot of the hoteliers that are left go away. I know Chris, who has the £1 burger, I think he's currently in America. I want to say the Las Vegas area, having a bit of a road trip. But there's still things to see in Blackpool. There's still things going on. We've always got the theatres. I'll have a look at those in town this week at some point. See what shows are coming to Blackpool. See what shows are actually on. We do have a cinema in Blackpool Town Centre right next. In fact, it's attached to Hounds Hill Shopping Centre. And it's called the Arc Cinema. Now, it was called the Backlot Cinema when it first opened a couple of years ago. And it's Blackpool's only IMAX cinema. Now, saying that, there is varying degrees of IMAX cinemas, and it's not the biggest IMAX screen, but it is still an IMAX screen. And it's a bit of a coup for Blackpool. Now, the Arc Cinema, at the time of me publishing this video, is still doing the $16.99 for unlimited movies. So you can go to the cinema every day of the week if you want for a month. You can go and watch one film, two films, three films, doesn't matter, for that one-off price of £16.99. So that's the Arc Cinema. I think the only thing that's changed since it was the Backlot Cinema is that now they charge extra few pounds if you want to watch an IMAX movie. If you don't, and you're quite happy to watch a normal film, then you can go many, many times in a month for £16.99. Now, I know they've lowered the prices as well for normal tickets. I think you can actually get tickets if you go off-peak, sort of in the mornings or afternoons, midweek, for £5.99, £5. So it's not that expensive. That's, again, it's another great reason to visit Blackpool. Really good reason. And all these towns and cities need your support. They really do. In the off-season, there's still lots to see. Not everybody's gone. In fact, it's a great place to come for a weekend as well. I mentioned in a previous video a couple of days ago, you can actually get rooms at the Travel Lodge in the Premier Inn from as little as £21.99. Now, that was really, really cheap. I did see that price on Sunday evening. And obviously you've got to pick your days when you come in. But there was plenty of rooms for £24.99, £27.99. Plenty of rooms available. So you can come and stay at South Shore, Central or North Shore for not much money. Obviously the downside of your travel lodges and your Premier Inns is that you don't get a B&B welcome, do you? You don't get your cooked breakfast in the morning. And that's what, to me, is what B&Bs are all about. That's what Blackpool was all about when I was a kid. My summer holiday, when I was younger, was a Friday to a Monday in Blackpool. And that's God's honest truth. There was no Benidorm for us. And I loved it. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. And I think that's why now I still find Blackpool really, really interesting. And I just love it. And every morning when I come into the town or into the front, I get a bit of a buzz. But just to give you an example, if you were to stay at South Shore Travel Lodge, say, or any of the B&Bs that are located around here, well, next door to South Shore Travel Lodge, you've got the Velvet Coaster, which you can see up ahead. Now, I did do a review a few days ago of a Wetherspoons breakfast, so check that out on the channel. But if you stay at South Shore, I know most people stay central, but just consider this for a minute. Stay at South Shore. Parking's a lot easier. You want to leave your car here, just be careful of the permit-only parking. But if you do stay at, say, somewhere that doesn't do a breakfast, or you choose not to have the breakfast, you can always get yourself in the Velvet Coaster, can't you? And get a breakfast. And they're absolutely brilliant. They really are breakfast. They really are breakfasts. They really are nice breakfasts. And it's good value for money. It really is good value for money. But if you're looking for something maybe a little bit special, then I'm not going to walk down there right now. If you look in that direction, just down there, on your right hand side before you get to McDonald's, there's a steakhouse called the Eating Inn. And it is absolutely amazing. Now in the winter, they do something called a market menu. The market menu is available, I think most days, Monday to Friday, but please check the Facebook page or the website for opening times and prices. It's called the Eating Inn. Just had a bit of a knockback from the council, Blackpool Council, the Eating Inn, because they've got some seating at the front of the restaurant. Like a lot of pubs and restaurants, mine included, when I had my pub back in Oldham, they put seating out the front because all the councils were encouraging people to do that, weren't they? And now guess what? Blackpool Council have said they've got to get rid of the structure at the front of the building and take it all down and lose all that seating. So if you do come to the South Shore area of Blackpool, please, please, please check out the Eating Inn. Well worth a visit, especially if you like your steaks. If you're a steak lover like me, can't beat it. There's nowhere better, I'll be honest with you. And that market menu they do Monday to Friday, I think you get 3 courses for around about, I want to say 22, 23 quid. But it's not bad because it's quality food. It's not cheap food, it's quality. Right, okay guys, that was just a quick walk on the seafront and around the South Shore area. Like I always say, if you like what you see, subscribe. It's free. And I'll see you soon in the next video, guys. Take very good care. Bye-bye.